Welcome back to AuntDiesDozen.com. I'm Diane Conklin with Complete Marketing Systems, and I hope that you have had as much fun as I have doing this series, Aunt Dies Dozen. This one is a fun one, but I couldn't not include this thinking about lessons I've learned as an aunt and how impacted I have been by my nieces and nephews and still are. Again, so we're doing a Baker's Dozen, episode 13. Get as many hugs and kisses as you can every day. Now, how in the world do you relate this to business? Well, look, one of the things I love about being in business and the kind of business that we're in with is people start off as business associates, but they become friends. And so it's not uncommon at the conferences that I go to and at the masterminds that I'm involved in and even with my coaching clients that we hug, that, we do personal things together. I've been invited to all sorts of birthdays and weddings and all sorts of things over the years with my clients. And so what does this have to do with a business lesson? Well, what it has to do with is the same thing that everything in this series has to do with. First of all, think about my nieces and nephews, and one of the greatest pieces of them when they're young and even now is them getting out of the car and running into my arms with a big hug and a kiss, the bye and die, I love you, when you hang up the phone or when they leave. That love, that feeling of just pure, unadulterated, unconditional, love, the hugs and the kisses. We all need more hugs and kisses, right? Do it with the people that you love and that you care about, your family or whatever. But even in business, right? It's the attitude of hugs and kisses. It's me going through all 13 of these episodes with this silly grin on my face, right? Loving what you do, loving the people that you do it with. And maybe you use a different word, right? I probably would have 20 years ago. Now it's love. And I tell my clients that I love them. They tell me the same thing. It's fun to do business with people and to work with people where there's truly a love relationship. And I'll tell you why. Your clients, if you're in a coaching, consulting kind of relationship and you're with people long term, more a year or longer, you sometimes for some of us even sooner than that, you're going to say or do something that they don't like. You're going to say or do something that they disagree with. You're going to potentially hurt their feelings. Because it's easy to be a coach and a consultant. It's easy to do that and agree with everything they say, but that's not reality. That's not even your job. When they know you care about them, when they know that you have their best interest at heart, those things that when you have to bring out the tough love, that's what I call it, right? It's just easier because they understand that it's coming from a place of genuine caring, of love, of commitment to them and their business and their growth as people. And it's just a different reaction and response when they know that than when this is just a transactional relationship, when this is just you give me money and I give you advice. Those relationships in the coaching consulting environment, in my experience, don't last very long. My average coaching client has been with me for 8 years. I have some that has been with me as long as 12. Why? Because they understand what I just said. They understand that even when Diane is tough on me, even when Diane says things that I don't like, even when Diane says things I disagree with, when I go back and I'm patient, when I go back and I ask questions, When I go back and I'm curious, what I know is that what she said because she wants what's best for me. That's love. That's love. And so sometimes they get a virtual hug. What I just love that about this business. That business relationships turn into friendships. Some of my best friends I met through business. And I love that. So, how many hugs and kisses can you get? Whether they're little or they're adults. Hugs and kisses are free. They don't cost you anything. They don't cost you anything. So go get some hugs and kisses. If you need a little love and reach out, let me know, right? Let's talk about what kind of business love we can get into. Again, there'll be one more wrap-up session. I hope you enjoyed the baker's dozen that I gave you. And this one was really as much out of fun, but it was a lesson that I've learned, really, from my nieces and nephews. This whole hugs and kisses thing. I didn't grow up in a family where we did a lot of that. And so I got some making up to do. But having that in my life has meant so much to me. And I hope that you have that in yours. And if you don't, that you go find some. Until next time, make it a great day. Make sure you get your fair share of hugs and kisses today.